eighth house. Eighth house, other people's resources, other people's finances, inheritances, taxes, any money that we get from another person from another person or another source outside of our own efforts. Okay. So eighth house, this is big on inheritances. Okay. Big on inheritances. So when we are looking, again, at these same planets, they're pretty much going to operate the same way. But with the eighth house, you're going to profit or benefit through someone else's efforts, or benefit through business dealings. Oh, I forgot the second house is also about investments. So this is also benefits through investments. Eighth house as well can be through investments also. So if you have any of these planets in the eighth house activating that, and depending on the aspects, you could be garnering benefits through another person, maybe through an inheritance. This could look like, again, inheritances. This could look like your spouse's or partner's income or benefits. This could look like business that you go into with another person. So this is great for people that are in business with someone else. So you could be benefiting through that. But I like this space for inheritances. I love this space for inheritances. Now, this is the space of, this is a Scorpio rules this house. And I find that Scorpio people in general have this thing about that they are always benefiting through someone else. So if you have a lot of Scorpio placements, or you're a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, you typically benefit a lot through other people. So again, this is who you partner with in romance. This is who you partner with in relationships, in marriage, in business. You'll find a lot of Scorpio placements benefit through that because they rule the eighth house, and they find their blessing through other people. I also find that when this is a negatively aspected house, Scorpio people feel entitled to other people's money. They really, really do. They feel entitled to other people's shit. I have seen that. And let me give you an example of someone. I always got an example. I remember when the singer Sierra got married to Russell Wilson. Now, she's a Scorpio sun. And I did her chart. I think she has a lot of Scorpio on her chart. Now, she married this multi-million-dollar football star. Like, this man got money and money and money, okay? She was still fighting for child support from her child's dad. Now, some of you may say, girl, she owed it. Girl, you done married this man that is taking care of everything that you want. And you still fighting this man for child support? It got so bad until he finally had to tell her, stop. You don't need to get his money. I can take care of you. But that is the energy around Scorpio placements. They're going to get everything that they think they're entitled to. And sometimes they think they ain't even entitled to the shit. And they still want it. So they feel but one thing about them is they can actually help you financially. These are the people that know how to invest really well, and they can use your money and flip it. These are the original "let me flip your taxes" folks. True enough, let me flip your taxes. These are these people. But eighth house, you're gonna garner your wealth through someone else, through an inheritance, something to that effect. Okay. Now, 11th house, again with these placements. Again, like we talked to initially, you're going to garner your wealth through friends and organizations, or unexpected opportunities that come your way. So like I gave you the example of, this is Aquarian energy. So this is like the masses. So you would want to put yourself out, however you're earning your money, it needs to be on a global level. It needs to be focused towards the masses, towards the collective. You need to be open to meeting new people, different people outside of your norm, because this is where your benefit is going to come. This is where your assistance is going to come. So in the 11th house, you're going to have the opportunity to be placed in unexpected opportunities coming your way, but encountering unexpected people that help you along on your journey to whatever this is that you're going to accomplish for yourself. So you got to be really, really open to that. Again, this is the area because this is the birth of the social media influencer, is in the 11th house. So if you're one of those folks that wants to put yourself out there by way of social media, this is where your wealth would be born, and putting yourself out there is the influencer route. This is also, again, being helped by friends and associates. Okay, friends and associates paving a way for you, assisting you on your journey is where you can collectively find your wealth and success here. Okay, now we also have what we call a wealth degree. So in addition to looking for these planets in these particular houses, you also want to look at what degree they're at. So in astrology, the wealth degree is 29 degrees, okay? And the 29th degree is representative of Cancer, so the sign of Cancer. So what this looks like is, if you have one of these planets or more of these planets in these particular houses, look to see if they're at 29 degrees. If they're at 29 degrees, what you could possibly find is your wealth will come through either an inheritance, a family business, or real estate investments, because Cancer, it's ruled by Cancer, so we're looking at family and home to be there. You got two. Somebody on here got two. So you should be looking at real estate, getting into the real estate business. Okay, you should be looking at starting a family business. You should be looking at, well, and there's the potential of possibly an inheritance coming your way. I did get an inheritance and a big check from real estate in 2020. See, this is what I'm talking about. I got somebody on here. Also, what planet is at the 29th degree for you? So she's saying that she has a planet at the 29th degree, which is the wealth degree, and she did get an inheritance and a big check from real estate in 2020. So I'm curious as to what planet was that the 29th degree that garnered that. Your mom passed in 2007 and she had benefits they didn't know with Fidelity. I'm so sorry, but that's crazy. And it came through your mother. And, you know, Cancer is the house of the mother. I mean, Cancer rules the mother. Wow. That's crazy. All right, so again, we got a real life example of how it works. So let's talk about Donald Trump, Oprah, and she's a Cancer sun. Crazy. Let's talk about Donald Trump, Oprah, and Bill Gates and what they have in common when it comes to wealth. All right, so let's see. I know y'all don't like Donald, and let's see why Bill Gates has amassed the wealth that he has. Okay, so I'm looking at, and I got all this birth information from Google. I do have the birth time for all three of these people, so these placements are very much accurate. Okay, now, okay, Bill Gates, looking at his chart. So we're looking at his second house, his 8th house, and his 11th house, all right? So for me, straight out of the gate, if we're looking at Bill Gates, the reason why he is who he is, and he is the billionaire who he is, Bill Gates has Jupiter and Pluto in his second house of earned income. And the best part about it is they're conjuncting each other. So they're right up together. They're at the 27th degree and the 28th degree. He had no choice but to be a billionaire. This is a billionaire. Remember, Jupiter is a billionaire placement. Okay? So he has it in the sign of Leo. I don't really look at the sign that it's in. I really don't. But Leo is the sign of the entertainer. It's the sign of people that are out in the general public. So here he is with Jupiter and Leo. I wonder if the rest of them have Jupiter and Leo. But in his second house, it's lit up with Jupiter and Pluto. So we got the rags to riches. We have the extreme wealth. We have two extreme wealth planets here, Jupiter and Pluto, and they're conjuncting up to each other. This man had no choice but to be a billionaire, like he would have chosen anything else. His 8th house is empty. And when the house is empty, we look at the ruler of the house, and crazy enough, his 8th house ruler is Aquarius. So for me, Aquarius governs technology. Bill Gates, he went into technology. This is how he amassed his wealth. So his 8th house was lit up for him to in the 8th house of Aquarius with technology. In his 11th house, he does have a south node here. I don't really talk about the nodes too much, but they are very prominent. But he has his 11th house in Gemini, and he has his south node here. Not too much. But the placement that just really stands out for me is this Jupiter and Pluto in his second house. Now, keep that in mind, because we're about to look at what Oprah Winfrey... No, let's look at Donald Trump. So let's see if he has anything in common with Bill Gates. Second house, Jupiter. He has Jupiter in the second house. He has Neptune in the second house. This is why I always say that Donald Trump is actually a big manifester. And people don't, when I said that before, people didn't believe it. He is a big manifester. There is no way that he's amassed the things that he's had career-wise and him being the president of the United States without him being a manifester. He definitely is. He has Neptune in the second house. So that's the manifestation planet. So he manifests his wealth. He has Jupiter in the second house, the same as Bill Gates. He does have devil's luck. He does. So he has Jupiter in the second house. Now, one of the things that I'm looking at in his second house is really interesting to me is he has Chiron in the second house. Chiron is probably the reason why he's gone through a lot of bankruptcies. He has a lot to learn lessons around money. So that's why he kind of has issues still with money. But nevertheless, we can't take from him that he's amassed a great amount of wealth. And his Jupiter is in Libra, and he's had a lot of legal cases with regards to his money. But he still has Jupiter and Neptune there. So that's when I talked about you have to look at the aspects of what's going on to determine how it works. His 8th house is empty, but his 11th house is lit up. His 11th house has Venus and Saturn there. And it has Mercury there. So Venus is that attracting energy. He places himself in the company of the right people. He's not the smartest guy, so we have to admit he's not the smartest guy. But because he has Venus in the 11th house of friends, associates, unexpected blessings, he places himself in the right place, in the company of people that support him. This is basically how he got elected. It is. And then he has Saturn in the 11th house. He makes very, very long-term connections with people. Y'all can say what y'all want to about him. The man is sly as a fox. He's not the sharpest tool in the bunch, but what he has going for him has been very, very instrumental in him maneuvering how he's maneuvered in business. it just is what it is. And he's got Pluto in the 12th house. He probably going to jail at some point. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he's the second one with Jupiter in the second house. Okay. So let's look at Oprah Winfrey. Let's see what my girl Oprah got going on. Where did her wealth come from and why? Okay. So Oprah Winfrey. Now, she doesn't have Jupiter in her second house, but guess what she does have? She has Venus in her second house. Things just come to her. Things just come to her. So this is that energy of Venus that gravitates towards money, opportunities to make money. So Venus, and she's a business. She's a business. She's an enterprise. So this is great. Venus, and it's in her, and it's in Aquarius for her. Venus in Aquarius, the masses, the collective. Who does not know Oprah? She made her money through her television show. Aquarius rules technology and television and things of that nature. So this is how Oprah amassed her wealth. Her 8th house is, she has Pluto in the 8th house up here in other people's money, other people's resources, gains and riches here. So she's got this transformative energy here in her. It's all about the season in her 8th house. And then we look at her 11th house. Now she has Mars in her 11th house. And remember, we talked about Mars being the drive. This is what you go into, your passion. So with it being in the 11th house is technology, the collective, the masses. She's passionate about making money. She's passionate about getting her message out. She's passionate about reaching other people. So she has all of that going on for her. Now her Jupiter's in the 6th house. 6th house is more about the work environment that you're in. And I guess you could look at that too. But I'm looking at this Venus in the 2nd house, this Pluto in the 8th house, and this Mars in the 11th house. This is another representation of someone that was going where passion, a lot of drive with regards to reaching people and how she does that. So those are representative. Her sign, her Mars is in Scorpio. And she has the moon in the 11th house too, which makes her very endearing to people. People like Oprah. They like Oprah. She has like a auntie energy to her. And I know she doesn't like to be called auntie, but I don't care, but she does. But that's kind of like the gist of how to identify wealth and how to work with that. And again, I have somebody on here that has of money going on here. 2023, I think it's going to be a wealth building year for everyone. I'm good. I'm just trying to take notes. Okay. I think 2023 into 2024 is a wealth building year for everyone. I don't care if you don't have none of these placements. We are in a really good space to be building wealth for ourselves. So I want you to get in the vibration. The first thing I want you to do is to check yourself and your health and your relationship with money. 2020 is definitely the year transferring to. It is. It's been happening. It's been happening. I'm telling you. I want you to check yourself on this relationship you have with money. You have got to get that straightened out. You have to. If you're in partnership, I did end up getting that raise on February, by the way. Yes, ma'am. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So check your relationship with money. Check your self-worth and how you feel about yourself around money. If you're in partnership with someone, whether that's business, whether that's marriage, whatever that is, you need to check your partner, because it don't matter if you got your shit together energetically with money. If you are tied to someone that don't have their shit together when it comes to money, guess what? That shit gonna spill over into you. So your partner, your spouse, your business partner, whomever this is, you still need to check their ass on money too, and y'all need to get aligned on it. It's still, no. Don't speak of it's still not enough. Don't do that. That's another thing. We have got to watch our language around money and lack. Don't speak that. No. It meets your needs, but you're open to receive more. Don't say that. So, yeah. So once we start getting ourselves aligned with that, y'all need to start doing some money rituals. Whatever that look like for you, you need to be getting up, whether it's in the morning and burning some money incense. Y'all need to be doing some money rituals. Y'all need to be changing your vibration with money, okay? Especially if you got a Neptune in one of these houses, you need to be manifesting some money. Y'all playing around now. Y'all playing around. Anything else? Anything else? Also remember that when we're talking about abundance and resources, don't always think of it as money. Abundance and prosperity comes in different forms. This could look like opportunities coming to you, doors being open to you, someone coming into your life to support your dreams and your goals, to push you forward. So it may not always be the tangible of money. It may be the opportunity to make money. It may be a better job. It may be they offer you overtime at work and you go ahead and you start doing that. Or someone comes into your life and wants to fund your dream. Or someone on my live says, I need to teach a master class. So she drops that gem inside of me and I decide, you know what? I think I may be able to do that. So just understand that money, resources, abundance comes in different forms. Don't just get so locked into it being money. When it says sign and house placement of the sun may show money making channels, what that mean? It means where would your sun sign be placed, and which it means when it says sign and house placement of the sun may show. Yes, your sun sign is your it's going to be where you your ego, your presence, how you're showing up. Where's your sun placed? You need to get the positivity, the vibration of positivity. It starts with that. Let's just change your mindset, change your thought. Cancer in the 12th house. When I think about Cancer in the 12th house, I think more of 12th house being, that's like deep psychological work in a sense. Cancer is family. I always think Cancer in the 12th house is about deep down psychological work. I feel like that's karmic type work that you need to do. Like releasing things that have to do with childhood trauma, releasing things that have to do with childhood dynamics, family dynamics come up for me when I think of Cancer in the 12th house. Especially someone Cancer in the 12th house that represses a lot of their feelings and their emotions. Now, Cancer in the 12th house could make you be one of those people that works better behind the scenes, that needs to take a lot of time to be alone. So you go into these periods of, I just need to be by myself, and I need to be myself so I can work and do things and be productive. So I always think of it that way. Somebody may interpret it another way, but Cancer in the 12th house, your sun sign, kind of like, I do better working behind the scenes. Give me a minute to do what I need to do here, and then I'll be able to present it to the world. So do you have any other questions? You want to talk about anything else? Now go back. You have to look at my children's chart. Let me see if my children have any wealth placements. If they're going to inherit any money or something. Well, you're welcome. I appreciate it. You know, I want us all to win. I want us all to have, you know, whatever it is that we want for ourselves and prosperous and do all of that. You know, they actually had a party last night. So I guess the party's still carrying over. He said, my son Cancer's in the 5th house. I need to look into these houses more. Yeah, learn your houses, because that definitely gives you the blueprint of, you know, what's going on. It gives you an idea of, you know, how you're showing up in the world and, you know, what that means for you. You know, with a sun in the Cancer and sun in the 5th house, for me, it just speaks to, especially being a Cancer, that a lot of your energy and attention and focus goes around your children. A lot of energy around, maybe a little bit too much energy around in your relationships, your dating life. Now, your hobbies are there. So if you're not really feeding into your hobbies, you should be putting your attention into your hobbies. And y'all know how I feel about hobbies. I do not believe in hobbies. If you have a hobby, a gift, or a talent, you're supposed to be making money from that thing. I do not believe in that shit of giving away your talents. However, you can't listen to me, because y'all remember at the top of this, I told y'all I have an unhealthy relationship with money. So I think everything can be bought and sold, and you can turn anything into a business. I'm probably not the best person to be talking to when it comes to, I have a hobby, because I just don't understand people that don't make money from their hobby. It just beyond fucking me. I don't understand that. It sounded like they got some good, girl, I don't know what they had, but they had a party yesterday, and they still having a good time, I guess. Yeah. I'm not a good person to talk to about you. Let me tell you something. If you tell me something that you like to do, I'm going to immediately want to turn it into a business. So I'm really not the best person to like share your things that you like to do with, because the first thing I want to say is, okay, but do you make, is that a business? Because it just doesn't make sense to me, like you just doing this shit because you like it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm not the person for that. Again, I'm still working on my unhealthy dynamic with money. Again, that's probably why the universe is like, I can't give this crazy ass girl all this money because she. So that's perfect for you. I kid you not. It will go from you telling me, oh, I like to do paint. I like to paint. Oh, really? Oh, wow. What kind of painting do you do? And you'll say this. Well, do you sell it? Next thing you know, well, this is what you can do. You can do such, such, such. You can sell your paintings at this. You should price it at that. And don't tell me you like, if you tell me you have a business and you tell me how much you are selling your goods for and I don't think it's enough, baby, I'm going to get in your ass. Like, well, you might as well be giving this shit away for free. I need to get out of that. That's just, but because my second house is ruled by Virgo, it's always going to go to the analytical part. It ain't going to never go to you just doing something because you love it. Girl, bye. That sounds crazy to me. Now, I love what I do. I love what I do. I do. I love sharing what I do with you guys. I really do. And I do a lot of, benevolent type stuff. But shit. I spend a lot of money investing in my craft and in my art. And so, yeah. No, for real. I had a Raleigh and natal chart reading with Ricky Smiley on their Reader's Psychic Way, and that's what I wanted him to do. But he couldn't, and that was frustrating. Girl. And I'm gonna tell y'all, and you know why I keep harping on the lottery. I don't know if y'all know, but I keep harping on win the lottery. When I had my very first astrology reading with a professional astrologer, and it must have been probably 20 something years ago, she told me, she's like, you're going to win the lottery at some point in your life. And I'm like, what? She said, your chart is set up to win the lottery. She said, now I can't tell you when it's going to happen. She said, but you're going to win it at some point in your life. And I'm like, I'm like, what? and I can kind of see it. Once I started getting into astrology and really kind of figuring it out, I'm like, I think I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I paid for this chart reading mainly so I can see what I can do to make money. And you just giving me transit and meetings. Yes, look at your natal chart. It makes life so much easier. So much easier. I can do that research on my own. That's okay, because this is drought. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I want everybody to look at their natal chart. It just makes life so much easier. And it just makes so much sense. Now, the only part that I still ain't figured out yet is my damn love life, which I have kind of figured out why my shit be like it is. And I think I'm just getting to the point where I'm good with it. And I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I kind of knew that my love life was a little bit different from everybody else's. And when I started to look at my chart, I'm like, this is why. This is why. The reason why your shit stays so fucked up is because you're trying to do it like everybody else. And your chart is screaming, you cannot do it like everybody else. So I understand it now. If you are a Leo rising like myself, we have a full moon in Leo today, actually. Love is going to get better for us. Love is going to get easier for us. Love is getting easier for us. Saturn is about to leave our 7th house. And if you know anything about Saturn, when Saturn is on its way out of a house, it leaves a blessing for you. Now, if you've done the work, you did what you're supposed to do, you got a blessing coming by way of love, Leo risings. We promise. Manifesting on 100. Yes, you better. Yep. So again, if you're a Leo rising, Saturn is leaving the 7th house. It's going to bless us, leave us a little blessing for all the hard work this last 2.5 years that we've been doing on getting our love life together and understanding how to do love in a healthy way. You're about to get blessed. So, hallelujah. We deserve it. We deserve it. I deserve some back rent from Saturn. She overstayed her welcome. Let me tell y'all, she was... Okay, now, I'm going to tell you this. Leo risings, okay, even though Saturn is leaving our 7th house and most of the hard work is done, we're about to go through a very transformative thing that's going to last us about 15 years. And it's about to hit our 7th house again. However, before y'all get all crazy, this is about to transform how we do relationships and transform us with regards to relationships. So, in March, from March to June, that 3-month window, we're going to get a sneak peek as to what our love life is going to look like for the next 20 years. So March to June, we get a sneak peek. That energy goes somewhere else for a little while, and then it comes back January 2024, and it's going to stay there for about 15 to 20 years in our 7th house of relationships. So big transformative energy around relationships are going to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna look at it like this: all the work that you did the last 2.5 years on getting yourself whole and healthy and learning how to do relationships. No, don't be dead. What's about to happen is you're about to take all of that work and you're gonna apply it. And you're gonna be like, this is it. I think a lot of Leo risings are gonna be finding their forever space in love around 2024. Or probably, no, I'm gonna say 2023, probably after the summer, 2023. A lot of Leo risings will be finding their place in love, where they're supposed to be. They may be finding their forever person. I'm going to put it like that. I'm trying to clean it up. Don't you see I'm trying to clean it up? I mean, I'm a Leo rising too, so, we'll see. I'm open to it. We'll see. We'll see. It has a lot to do with the seeds that you planted during that Venus-Saturn conjunction a couple of weeks ago. So if there was some discussions, or it had a lot to do with that new moon we just had. So if you put something out there during that time, during that window, you can see that thing coming back around. I'm trying to sugarcoat it. I'm trying to dress it up. What is it? You can put a bow tie on a pig. It's still a damn pig. I'm just trying to dress it. But no. But I'm serious though. We'll be good. I mean, Leo rising was actually in my list, in my video of people that are going to have, big benefits with money and love in 2023. Now, would I lie to you? Have I lied to y'all so far? Have I lied to anybody on this live so far? Now, if I was wrong about something, it was not intentional. But for the most part, I think that I've been pretty close to accurate on most stuff. So don't lose faith in me now. Don't lose faith in me now. Please, don't lose faith in me now. I'm If I get one Leo rising married in 2023, early 2024, I'm going to say that was a win. It's a win. It's a win. Hold on a second. It's going to be me. Okay, cool. I hope so. It's my goal to get one Leo rising, if not as many as I can, either coupled up, married, or even those that want to say that, I'm happy in the space that I'm in, whatever it looks like with regards to love. Listen, I don't know who, but my ring going to be fat and I'm going to be in love. Absolutely. Now, do you know, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I don't necessarily believe you have to be in love to have a healthy relationship, to have a successful relationship. I don't think love is necessary. And I think that was one of the realizations that I came to that made me understand how relationships work for me, that I don't necessarily need love. God, is he chopping down a tree over there or something? All right. All right. Well, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. It has been fun. I hope that you've enjoyed the live. I definitely enjoyed doing it. Hopefully it helps out some people as we can move forward and finding out whether you're the next millionaire. I got to send you what Catherine has said so you can help me make some sense of it. Okay. Send it to me. Again, thank you for joining me at such short notice. Keep in mind, I'm going to be scheduling a live soon. On my next live, the scheduled live, I'm going to be giving away, I'm going to be doing a drawing for a free reading. So you have to be present on the live. I'm going to draw the winner at the end of the live. So spread the word. So it'll be in the next scheduled live, not today, but the next one moving forward. So if you want to have someone to join us here, that would be great. But we'll be having a free reading, a drawing at the end of the reading. So stay on the lookout for the next scheduled live, and we will do it then. You guys have an excellent Sunday, and I will talk to you later.